speaking on using your name as compass for life guidance. Using your name as compass for life guidance. Roots in Yoruba land, in West Africa of Nigeria. So, what your name strictly expects from you, that is what we are taking care of. What your name secretly expects from you. So, the name we're not taking today is Adedayo. Adedayo. So Adedayo means the crown of joy. That means from celebration to responsibility, the weight of the crown. So anyone who bears Adedayo is not just a sound. Adedayo is not just a sound, it's a declaration. For years, that has been a beautiful mantle, a source of pride. But then you need to begin to listen to its layers. Adedayo. Adedayo. That means it's about two syllables. Adedayo. The crown becomes joy. The crown means joy. So either of the two. The crown becomes joy, or the crown means joy. To be named Adedayo is to be handed a diadem at birth. That means it came with a diadem. It's a crown. It is a name of royalty. Anyone that bears Adedayo comes from a royal family. So Adedayo is a name of royalty, celebration. Luminous responsibility is also upon Adedayo. A crown is not merely worn, it is born. It signifies authority, honor, and visible position. Joy is not just a feeling, it's an atmosphere, a gift, and a resilient choice. This name can feel like a perpetual celebration or a profound duty. The duty to lead with lightness, to bear weight with grace, and to transform authority into happiness for yourself and your cycle. That means everyone that surrounds you, Adedayo. The journey from simply carrying this crown to understanding how to wear it. That means one, Adedayo is born. The moment he is born, then he started carrying the crown. Afterward, he will know how to wear the crown. And in a later time, the crown will begin to shine. So when steady its weight and what kind of joy it meant to embody that kind of crown, this is the journey of turning a name into a compass. For you to know what Adedayo really means, so you need to know the meaning, the depth, the root, the building, and also the guardian. Three parts we are going to take care of. So number one, part one, which is the root. The name itself is a royal decree, like I've said earlier. So it's from Yoruba land in West Africa, Nigeria. A powerful melodic name from a deep cultural wellspring. So the meaning, the literal meaning of Adedayo is the crown becomes joy. The crown means joy, or crown of joy. It is a compound name of Ade crown, Ade royalty. Dayo, joy arrives. Dayo has become joy. Often given to a child born into joy, perhaps after a period of hardship, or as a prayer for a life where royalty and happiness are intertwined. Historical connection that we have towards this name, it connects you to the Yoruba tradition of meaningful and spiritual names. It places you in a lineage where names are active prayers and prophecies. Adedayo is like a prophetic name. So the inner landscape of this name, the royal court within. So a natural presence of charisma, that means gift, inherent qualities comes with Adedayo. A capacity to elevate the mood of a room. Anyone who bears Adedayo always bring up harmony, celebration in the community. Wherever they are being found, their innate sense of dignity and self-worth. That is Adedayo for you. We have core values, the non-negotiable values for Adedayo. Number one, we have honor. Two, joy as resilience. Responsibility of elevation. We have core motivation. We have core fears as well. So the honor, the crown must be worn with integrity. Your word and action reflect its words. Your word and action as Adedayo must reflect its word. Happiness is not strategic, but must be a sustaining force. So with the crown comes with the duty to lift others up, to share the light. So if you be Adedayo, part of your core value is to lift other people up with dignity, core motivation, to live a life that is both dignified and delightful. You will need to be a source of strength and positivity to build a legacy that honors the ancestors who named you. That means your parents and those people that are existing before even your parents, in the paternal and the maternal side. So the crown become heavy, burdensome. That is the core fears. It becomes heavy, burdensome, and isolating. The joy feeling forced or hollow. A performance rather than a state of being. The fear of disappearing, the hope embedded in your name. That's the core fears. This name have a dual nature, the crown and the weight. Number one, when you talk about the crown, the weight, there are responsibilities, strength, your scepter. There's natural leadership, infectious optimism, grace under prayer, the ability to unite people in celebration, immense pride and self-respect. That is one of the strengths that Adedayo possesses. What are our weaknesses and shadow? Your crown's turn. The prayer to always be on, to perform joy and strength, a tendency to avoid necessary conflict to keep the peace. Adedayo will always love to keep the peace. Adedayo will always live not as a shadow of reality, but as a future of reality. Internal conflicts, majesty versus authenticity. The art of the Adedayo conflict, the crown calls for poise and presentation. The woman that requests vulnerability of this and raw truth. They always speak raw truth. It is my joy, a genuine wellspring, that Adedayo is a ceremonial figure. So the part two, which is the building, vision and purpose. What will this crown adorn? Dreams and ambition, that's the first thing. Philosophy and beliefs. And the third is legacy. So the dreams and ambition to build a life, a career, a family that are truly regal, not in pomp, but in quality, integrity, and shared happiness. To be a cornerstone of joyful communities and empowering projects. So number two, philosophy and belief. That leadership is best exercised through inspiration and upliftment. That true joy is a form of power that can withstand challenges. That your kingdom is the sphere of your positive influence. Whatever your kingdom is, Adedayo. Your family may be your kingdom, your community may be your kingdom, and your real kingdom may be from the royal family. Is a kingdom that you need to create a positive influence. The legacy to be remembered as someone who made life feel more celebratory and dignified for others. That means Adedayo will always live to make other people feel celebrated. To have your name spoken and bring a smile, to have been a true crown of joy in the lives you touch. That has been the dreams, the philosophy, the purpose of Adedayo. What about the skills and talent of Adedayo? They bring people together. They have public speaking. They have mind to speak publicly, hosting, creating beautiful experiences, meditation, and finding positive path. Forward. The way forward. They love the way forward. What is happening? Let us find the way forward. Turning ordinary moment into occasion. Communication style or skill. They often uplift people. They are diplomatic and warm. They can motivate and encourage with ease. That means without agony. They may need to consciously develop the skill of communicating our truth with the same grace. What about their leadership style? They have inspirational sovereign. They lead by setting a tone of confidence and optimism. You see them having potential in people, and crowning them with his kind of belief, the belief he has in them. They build loyal subject not by decree, but by devotion. We have relationship and community of Adedayo, the royal cycle. The key relationship map, that's the first. Role in community. The number three, influence on others. So Adedayo, when he is in relationship, he have a map that he always follow. The partner who is both a consort and a sanctuary. who sees the person beneath the crown. His friends who are our fellow royals who understand the weight and joy. And just as we keep you grounded and laughing, others who are the crown makers, those are the people that I all love to make relationship with. In the community, Adedayo will love to celebrate, to be the celebrant, the unifier that unifies people together, community together, the proud representative, often the one people call to host the set of people, group of people, to speak, to add a touch of grace and joy to proceedings. They have influence on others to make other people feel seen, celebrated, and uplifted, to give them a taste of their own royalty by the honor he is showing them. That's what Adedayo does. Then the last part, which is the guiding, the part 3 for Adedayo. Protecting the crown and the joy. Adedayo will always do everything to protect the crown and the joy. No, Ade is crown and Dayo is joy. So the boundaries and self-awareness, protecting the realm. So the classic Adedayo danger, smiling through the pain. Whenever Adedayo is in pain, he will be smiling. Bearing stress under the performance of joy. When Adedayo is under stress, he will be bearing it with a joy. Learning to identify the heavy crown feeling, the fatigue of performance, and finding private, authentic spaces to simply be without the title. Adedayo love to carry the heavy crown, the weight of the heavy crown, and also finding a time without the title that he will be alone. He will be free with everyone. Self-perception and reality, that's the blind spot for Adedayo. Seeing himself as always responsible for everyone's happiness. The blind spot is that others can handle their own burdens. His own role is to fix every sadness, but to model resilience joy. That is the target. Energy givers, they are energy givers and takers. When Adedayo is given his energy, he gives it genuinely. Reciprocate celebration, authentic connection where you are not on. Creating expression, honoring your heritage and rituals. But the takers aspect of his takers, emotional vampires who constantly need their spirit lifted without return. That means they need their spirit to be lifted without return. Situation that demand Adedayo diminish his light. Environment devoid of respect or dignity. He will not love that. Non-negotiable boundaries that Adedayo have. He will not compromise his dignity for popularity. Forget about it. The dignity is the first thing, not popularity. He will not set himself on fire to keep others warm with false joy. No, he always gives genuine joy. The land is where celebration becomes coercion and where honors becomes humiliation. If you desire that your name should be treated, you can send your name under this video. I believe you've gotten that. So, in continuation, Adedayo have symbols and tools. The regalia. The personal symbol is the sun. That means a regal center that gives light and warmth to people around him. Adedayo owns a crown and is a source of joy. A source of a wellspring, a source of the wellspring of joy that lead with light and recharge people's light with his own light. Is a sovereign being, a piece of fabric of joy in a royal color. The guardian parts, the future challenges, and the guardian part for Adedayo. The scenario for relentless negativity or disrespect that seek to tarnish the crown. He will work against that. His preparation is his inner court. His unwavering values and private practices of replenishment, that means through prayer, art, and nature. Then the guardian part for Adedayo. A guided life is a sovereign life. It means choosing your battles and your celebrations with equal wisdom. It means asking before taking on a role. Does this honor his crown? He's asked himself, does this honor my crown or merely use it to shine? Does this expand my genuine joy or deplete it? It means learning to say, I cannot be the source of your happiness. I can only share my own overflow. So the conclusion today, the name Adedayo does not sentence you to a life of perpetual, a life of captivity, performative happiness. It anoints you as a sovereign of joy. But the first kingdom you must rule is your own inner world. You must become the steward of your own spirit. You are not just wearing a random heart. You are bearing a crown of intention. You have the right to ask, what is the nature of my joy? What kingdom, what life is worthy of this crown I carry? That means, who is the one that worthy of having this crown or sharing this crown with or living with or forming a relationship with? And you have the responsibility to know when you are asked to deplete your royal reserves for a cause that does not honor you. Let your name be your charter, Adedayo, your declaration of intent. Adedayo, it is the reminder that your purpose is to embody a dignified resilience and generous joy. Your compass point towards honor, celebration, and upliftment. It also warns you of the pitfall of performance, the burden of other people's expectations, and the isolation of unguarded royalty. Now it is your turn. Take your name and send it to study. Claim your throne. Draft your edict of purpose as well, and guard the gate of your spirit. Your name is not just what you are called, it is what you are called to do. Begin your journey. So you can submit your name against next week to know the meaning of your name, using your name as a compass for life guidance. And this program is themed what your name secretly expects from you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.